Hello beautiful Pisces. Today we're going to look at the Tower for your magic. Yes, I said that right. The Tower is in your magic spot for the week. Unbelievable, right? Yeah, I thought so too. When I first saw the card, I went, wow. If I had been a novice card reader, I might have broken out in a cold sweat. In this case, I just thought, how interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out. So, as we look at this, it's been clearly indicated as soon as the first card, Thriving, came out with the Tower, that I knew where this was going immediately. Okay? Out of adversity comes the beautiful you that you've been. Okay? The Baobab tree and this card, the Thriving card, you see it over here? It's been here longer than we have. It has thrived through adversity, and Tower is also seen as chaos and adversity and all the stuff that you have gone through in your life. So it is quite wonderful. I'm just putting my phone on. Shh, be quiet. It is quite wonderful to look at this in a different way. That all the stuff that you perceive as mistakes that bring a tower crumbling down around you is actually a gift. Okay, it's what makes you strong. It's what makes you carry on. It's what brings you success. Okay, out of the darkness, even in this card, look at that. Look how dark it is here. Okay, look at how dark this card is. Okay, yet the word success, the word power, and again, that solar plexus chakra, your inner power, it gets ignited. Okay, it serves a purpose. Okay. So these towers that come crumbling, that no longer serve you, that come down, or I'm hoping at this stage in your life with the way that you're seeing things, you can see when a tower no longer suits you, and actually you bring it down yourself, okay, to rebuild it stronger and better. That you should never see this as a failure, okay? When this card comes out, you shouldn't go like, oh, I'm going to fail really bad at something. You should be going, whoa, I'm going to be rebuilding something better. This sucker's going to go down. It's ugly anyway. I need to build better and nicer than this. Got to add color, right? Got to make it stronger so nobody falls out of it. There you go, okay? You keep trying. You keep striving for better. And these cards came out. Let's see. The Surrender Denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties. Okay? Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Right. So, call somebody. If somebody's being an ass with you, they're being an ass with you. It's a difficult situation. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to look at it more deeply? See if you've had a part to play. See if you're reading it incorrectly. See if you need to make adjustments. Then you do. Okay? Don't deny the facts of what are in front of you. If it's difficult, if the tower is crumbling, don't pretend it's not. Okay? Look at it dead on, straight on. That is your magic. Don't deny it. Don't put your head in the sand. We can do that too, Pisces, okay? Surrender to your attachment to result. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to the desired outcome can sabotage it. Right. This, it again is ringing to me like perfection, okay? What are you doing that you're trying to make it perfect? Do you want your rise? I've rarely heard the rise to success in life has been, you know, lined with rose petals. Everybody's fought. Everybody's clawed their way. Everybody's had lessons to learn and move forward in their lives to get it done. And that is the magic of this world. We're here to see the contrast of things. And in those contrasts are towers, okay, as well. Those towers exist. Oh, yes, they do. Been through a few. I hope there's not too many. I keep hoping that I don't have too many big ones to continue. I'm sure I will, but there's, you know, as a human, I do hope. And I do know what they're getting. I understand what they're asking me to do. They're asking me to thrive in spite of feeling like I'm failing. And I've been a great maker of mistakes. I make some daily in the way I speak, in the way I write, in the way I do things, and I won't deny it. I will never, you know, I won't sit in denial going, oh, I'm perfect. Don't even try. Okay? If you've made a mistake, Pisces, the best thing you can do is, first of all, admit it to yourself. Okay? Admit it to you. Say to yourself, yeah, I think I screwed that up. And if you need to admit it to others, go ahead and do that too. Okay? What I refuse for you to do is to make you feel like a failure. That's why success and thriving came through with this Tower card. Don't ever let that Tower make you feel like a failure. The only thing you should be feeling is somebody who has something to learn, experience to gain, wisdom to, I don't know, have. So, don't ever let anybody make you feel that way, right? The Ace of Cups came out in reverse for the first card, making me believe that if you don't take it this way, you're gonna miss out on the great opportunity to gain some really beautiful knowledge. Okay? Because when you just sit there and say, I'm a failure, I'm a failure, I'm a failure, look at that tower. It came down. It can't even build a good tower. It can't even build a great foundation. You're being counterproductive. And you know, for me, as for me personally, I feel that's such a waste of time. Okay? Don't waste your time in that kind of feeling, in that kind of energy. There's no need. Okay? You can look at things then on. You don't need to deny them. But don't, like, surrender your attachment to results, to being right. Okay? To being a mistake-free. It's not going to happen. I don't care how perfect you think you are. You're always going to step in a big pile of crap one day that's going to make you completely look ridiculous. The best thing you can do is observe. See what you can get out of it. Is it simply just, you know, cleaning off your shoe? Or is it taking a different route so you don't do that again? What do you need to see? Okay? Be an observer, but stop thinking of it like, oh, I'm such a loser. Okay? You're not a loser. I'm not a loser. I don't feel like a loser. Even though I don't always do or say or write the right thing. Okay? Like I said, I'm just human. I'm like you. I'm doing the best that I can. I have the greatest love in my heart. I've always wanted to help people. And my big thing is I've wanted to help people who want to help themselves. And I feel that if I can do that, then I'm contributing something positive. That's all I ever want to do. Okay? So, there you go. Imperfect Jane, talking to you. And you may be even better than I am. And good for you. But don't be too hard on yourself. If you don't ever, like, stand up to scrutiny, as they say. Okay? Don't be hard to judge yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, Pisces. You're doing the very best that you can, and everything that you go through is helping you become that better person, okay? All right, so let's see here. I'm going to juggle. I'm going to juggle some more. All right, let's juggle. It's thinking of shuffling, but there you go. We'll juggle. All right, so the Page of Wands came out. The Page of Wands is somebody who is fearless, okay? And somebody is quite unafraid of mistakes, I would say, because the Page of Wands is fire, right? They go through life and they're going, I'm just who I am. I am brilliantly beautiful. I'm childlike. I have fun. Again, bringing in, as children, are we really afraid of mistakes? Do we care even about mistakes as children? No, we don't. We just go on in our lives and just do what we have to. We don't really care, do we? We don't get hung up on such things. And that's good. I mean, why would you, if you're always worried about what your next step's going to be or what others were going to think about it, you would probably not complete very much in your life. Okay? All right, so let's see what else we can get here. This is a period of rest and recovery, but it's in a reverse. And what I'm feeling from this is that if you're always judging what you're doing every minute of every single day, you probably would always be healing and recovering from the slights that you feel. Okay? And Spirit is not saying that if don't be opposed to learning something new or being willing to fix your mistakes. That's not what they're talking about. They just don't want you to wrap yourself up in a negative energy that comes with, okay? Or sometimes the way people make you feel. Because let's face it, there are some people in the world who know how to point out mistakes, and there's some people who do not. They do it in such a way that it makes them feel superior. And you know who I'm talking about, Pisces, okay? I'm not talking about the simple, kind person who say, hey, by the way, you know, just pointing out that. I'm talking about the ones who get on their high horse and start quoting from books. This is what I'm talking about. Those people, it's hard not to feel belittled, okay, by them. So I would say just don't let that really take you away or make you feel small. I would just veer away from people like that, because it's just, you're always going to feel just a little smaller than you should, okay? And it's important that you don't. You're allowed to make mistakes. Sometimes the mistakes are not as important as it's the Knight of Pentacles, getting stuck in the little details of everything. When you're looking at all the little tiny parts, you're missing the whole thing. It's like when you're working at the parts of a clock, okay, and seeing, oh, the cogs are worn and stuff, but the clock is still working, okay? And if you look at the clock as a whole, it's a beautiful, magnificent tool. If you start nitpicking all the parts and what's worn and not working, or not working, but I mean, what's not greased properly and all that, it's okay to fix them. It's okay to take the time to arrange them, but don't get caught up so much that you end up with a million parts and nothing's moving, okay? Because then the clock's not moving. It's not functioning. So that's what they're showing me. Don't get caught up in the emotion of it, because then you stop functioning. This 4, okay? Move away from that energy, Pisces. Okay, so let's see here. other energies you should be paying attention to here? Yeah. There's the defense card. The defending yourself at all times about all things. You're always going to feel on the offensive. You're never going to have time to take care of you. You're always going to think, oh, how is that going to lead to a tower? Okay? So your magic is to be able to step away from that. Okay? Only stand ground where you need to, and the rest just let it fall away. It's not that important. Okay? Sometimes, Pisces, we let opinions from people like that are not part of your everyday life take precedence over people who love you, who are willing to, you know, not make a big deal about stuff. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, keep yourself in alignment. Your energy is much more important than the little tiny things. The big picture, the looking at the sky, the alignment of you is much more important than the tiny little, you know, nitpicking things in life. Don't call yourself like a loser, okay? And don't keep staring at the stuff that's fallen over when there's a much bigger picture. You're missing the big thing, the big result, the big picture. That all of these things, all these mistakes, the stuff that you do, the stuff that you're called out on, the stuff that you figure out for yourself, it all comes in to make the picture of who you are. It all comes in to make the magic of who you are. You get so good at this at one point that you start tearing down towers and removing the bricks that have been added by others that you really didn't want. They showed me this morning, you have people, you know, who slight you, make you feel bad, situations that you've made a mistake. Anyway, these odd bricks came in and they made your tower rickety. At one point, it's like watching a tower, a gray tower with a couple of red bricks in it, and the bricks are broken and crumbling, and you're thinking, who the heck put that in there? I don't want that in there anymore. So you tear that sucker down. And you get those bricks out. You don't play no Jenga with this. You get rid of it and completely start again. Okay? You replace those little red rickety bricks that made you feel so bad, and you put them with strong gray ones. And it's because now you can differentiate what needs to be there. And the energy of feeling like a failure and not thriving, okay, is the stuff you have to remove. This is what makes that tower come down. And that's when that tower becomes magic. Because then you see it with different eyes. You're not constantly trying to patch something that can't be patched. You just realize that you can start over. You can fix it. Okay? Most of the time you can fix a mistake, or you can tell people, hey, I've made a mistake. Sorry. You know, like, human. Okay? Try my very best. Okay? I'm not talking when you deliberately hurt someone or you really, really offend somebody. It's okay to be wholeheartedly and heartfeltly sorry for what you've done. But it's their decision whether they accept it or not. If you've done the work, then you can let it go. Okay? Some people will move on, some people won't. That's just the way it is. The tower is there to make sure that you know. It's there to show you the work. It's a clear indication showing you everything that you've done so far and how you've moved forward. The Queen of Cups. Funny that you say that, because the Queen of Cups is the card for tomorrow. Okay? The key to all of this, Pisces, is being insightful. Being receptive to all of this. Okay? We are very sensitive. What they want you to know is that you are very sensitive when it comes to these things. We do listen. Sometimes we listen to the negative a little too much or a little too long. So make sure that whatever you are listening to is helping, okay? It's making you feel better. That it's going to play with making you fruitful in life. The tower moments is what make you fruitful. a mistake made is one that you will, if you've looked at it, okay, if you've, what is it? Accept people's situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties, then you can see things clearly, right? Your mistakes that you've done, if you've seen them clearly, you've accepted them and moved on, you can turn that into an even greater success. Because as I said, I don't think the Tower is a failure. I think it's a chance to succeed even more greatly than you were going to, okay? If instead of just being in denial and going, I'm never going to make it, I'm always going to fail, I've always got towers crumbling around me, you turn it into a success, into something that you can work on, into something you can make better, then do it, okay? You have the Six of Swords in reverse, right? So this is the card of moving on. And I feel that what you're not seeing is that when you're in denial, okay, and you attach yourself to your mistakes, you cannot move on. That's the part that you're not seeing. You can't move on from the situation. I've done that too, Pisces. I've held on to some stuff, held on to it like old luggage. Just carried it around with me, okay? Been on a defensive. I still do sometimes. I don't like how people talk to each other. I think they do it in such a nasty way, and sometimes I feel that the world of digital doesn't help, because what you write down, you can't hear the tone of voice. You can't see the facial expression of people. Makes it very hard to gauge what they're saying. And if they write a sentence in a very, I'll say cutthroat kind of way, but it's very, maybe just a direct kind of way, it comes off as something very negative. And I feel that we've lost our connection to our emotion by simply using words. So in that way, I don't think technology works very well. That's why I do voice here. You can hear the sincerity in my voice. You can hear the tone of my voice. You can hear when I mean business, and you can hear when I mean compassion, okay? And I think that's important. I think that has been missed by people not talking to each other on the phone, by just texting. A lot of the internal beauty is missed. A lot of things are taken out of context. A lot of people trying to be nice to each other are, I don't know, I think the humanity, the heart, the human heart, not the humanity, because we are very human, but the human heart is, I don't know, somehow overlooked, okay? It's somehow being denied here. So, to get back to this, Pisces, to what I'm talking, the Queen of Wands comes in as what you're not seeing. That fire, the beautiful lightning that comes in, that beautiful moment of poof, and everything kind of explodes, sets on fire, burns down, destroys. This is the beautiful vibrancy and creativity and confidence, okay? In this Tower card, you have to hold on to that fire that comes in, because that's the important part, okay? It's the one that transforms, such as this beautiful Queen of Wands. It's the one who transforms that energy into something you can use. So make sure to use it, okay? Just the fact that the Success card and the Thriving card came in with the Tower together on each side, it's a beautiful thing. It means that this is is it catalyst? Is that the right word? You guys let me know. Nicely. This is a catalyst to your success. For you to thrive, to become so much more than you've ever been. Okay? So don't be afraid of the Tower. It is your magic in this life. It is what helps you grow and become fantastic. Alright, Pisces, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to come back this afternoon and read the extended. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings as always, Pisces. Take care.